fucking are you have here then?
I'm Zach Slack. I'm Frank Carter from Gallows. I'm sitting in the Crossfire HQ. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. So, tell us about what's been happening. You've been around and about and not in town much.
We've been all over the world. We've been on we toured with Bad Religion in the States. We did a whole bunch of shows with them East Coast, and then we did Taste of Chaos at the minute, but we've had to pull out. We did Japan, New Zealand, Australia. We started Europe and we got to Germany and just turned around and back. Fuck Germany. So,
fuck Germany, why fuck Germany?
I just hate
you're all injured.
Steph's got bronchitis. For most people that's just a bad cough, but he's really bad asthmatic and it can end him up in hospital. So we come home off the back of that and then everyone just got really, really sick. Lags has got flu. Lee's got a fractured rib from a stage dive in Tokyo, which is almost impossible considering he's our drummer, but he managed it. So I'm glad to be home, dude. I genuinely am. We needed to get home. 5 days off. We start the UK tour on Monday, do you know? So Portsmouth, and then we end up in Brixton. So it's important for us to actually make sure that we do Taste the Chaos UK. It's going to be good for us, you know. Gallows is it's one of those bands where we're a proper punk hardcore band in our ethos and how we work. So we play hard, and unfortunately you get hurt quite a lot. So do you want to roll through? Top 5 Gallows injuries. You don't want just me, you want the whole band.
Top 5 of Gallows injuries. I know there's loads.
Right, well, I'm going to do the last one that we just did first, which is Lee. Lee's our drummer. We had Mike Pellicone from the Bled filling in on drums. It was the last night of their tour with us, and so he wanted to jump in and do a song, and he took over halfway through Shark, in the belly of a shark, and just Lee was just 1 minute he was there, and the next minute all I could see was him Supermaning into the crowd, and unfortunately he managed to fracture a rib.
No.
And we didn't find out until we got home. So he was drumming with a fractured rib for a week and a half.
That hurts.
Yeah, man.
That hurts a lot.
He's a tough guy. Number 4 would be I gave myself whiplash at Metro's in London. We were playing with The Explosion, and I just got a bit excited. First song, tore my muscle from my ear right across my shoulder, and fucked myself up for a week and a half. And I still get pains every now and again for playing. You know when you turn your head really quick and you get that burning sensation?
Oh yeah.
I get that all the time at gigs. And
it's the heavy metal accident, really.
It's bad news, man. I'll tell you what. And I went to the doctors 2 days later because it wasn't any better, and he was convinced that I'd actually stolen the car during it, crashed it. I was considering calling the police, and I said, please just call my mum first, and she'll explain to me. Actually, I was just walking out. Number 3 would be probably me again. I broke my own nose. We were on stage at Hammersmith Apollo with Bullet for My Valentine. Kids just weren't getting it, and I was headbanging again, but I unfortunately was headbanging and at the same time put my foot on a speaker on a monitor and managed to break my own nose on my kneecap. Headbutted my kneecap. I'm not that flexible anymore.
Most skaters do it that way as well.
It's pretty bad. I slam straight down on my head and look up, and all of a sudden I just feel swelling. My eyes are running. And I was like, there's no blood. What's going on? And then I had to pop it back in later that night myself. So that would be number 3. Number 2 would be my brother. Stuart hit him with his bass guitar in Brighton. We were playing an Enemy gig, and it was the first song again. He got a tuning peg behind his ear and put a 1-inch deep gash in his head and gave him a concussion. And so my brother's I turn around, my brother's not on the stage, and the whole of the scare is standing there. It's dude,
disbelief.
Steph's really bad, and I'm like, what? So walk out and he's standing there. He's like, no, I'm cool, man, I'm cool. He turns around, he's got fucking You know, pretty much a fanny on his head. And I'm just like, dude, that's not cool. You've got to go to the hospital. Like, you need some stitches. Oh, no. So he puts one of those little blue, those little kitchen plasters on. Like,
just that?
Oh, yeah, just stuck it. Oh, I'm fine, man. Within the next, 30 seconds of the second song, he's in the crowd playing, blood pissing out of his head. Like,
no.
All these, enemy indie kids, trying to lean back not to get blood on them. And, we went to hospital that night. He finished the whole show. Got to say, to his credit. And he got 5 stitches in the back of his head and a healthy dose of concussion. Bless him. It's James's favourite. There's a ton more that I could have put in. My number one, I ripped my fingernail off in Bristol. It's brutal.
Is it
I
bad?
filmed the whole thing. I wrapped it up straight away and finished the show. But by the time I'd got to the hotel, I realised it was really bad because I hadn't even looked at it. In the middle of a gig, just wrap it up, whatever. So I take the dressing off and I'm like, oh shit! And I'd actually pulled I'd lopped a whole lump of my finger off.
Oh yeah.
And the nail had pulled out, and I could see the base of the nail outside. And I was like, this is not right. So I went to the hospital. They injected my finger 6 times. My hands all swollen, my fingers swollen. Pulled the nail off, and then put the nail back on and wrapped it up. Right, but I had steri strips around it. 2 days later, I'm in agony. Haven't slept for 2 days because it's amazing. They used to torture you by fucking putting bamboo shoots up your nails. It's bad. You'd be surprised, but it's horrendous. 2 days later, I haven't slept. I'm in absolute agony. I have to go to the doctors. I get there, he undresses it, and my whole finger is pretty much black. It just looks like a cherry. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck, he undoes his steri strip and instantly feels better. He squeezes my finger at the first knuckle, and all from underneath my nail just runs yellow. It feels an egg cup with pus.
An egg cup?
From my fucking finger. And it felt so good. He pricked it with a fucking pin right in the top of the thing, lanced it.